And welcome to today's stream. As I mentioned yesterday, I would have probably used again the Vision Jet today. I really liked it last week or a couple of weeks ago. We do a fly with it, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm trying to bring back it to Italy slowly, and today we are going to Croatia. This is the flight we are gonna do. We are gonna go from Hungary, Heviz-Pula, so really Spanish, to Pula, Croatia. And it's not a long flight, but cool area. This is quite a cool area to approach. And so yeah, that's the plan for today. Really interesting to see the procedure. I really saw some weird stuff, but whatever. Let's start preparing everything. And let's jump into our plane here. Okay, let me open Navigraph. Alright, unload. Import flight from SimBrief. Yes, this. Yeah, Vision Jet checklist. Vision J, wow. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we are. Alright, let's remove some stuff here. Pitot cover removed. Okay, that's the engine intake we should remove as well. Alright. There we are. Look at them. Nice and tiny. Very beautiful plane. I really like it. Oh wow, the procedure is oh wow, I'm gonna show you soon, but it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so as always, we have to set up a little bit the payload. Today we are carrying 4 passengers for 18 kilos of cargo for a total payload of 345. So it's gonna be around 320 kilos of passenger and 18 kilos of cargo. Fuel 491. I didn't check the alternate, which is really bad. Okay, alternate is Rijeka. I mean, should be fine. VFR condition all over. There is a big storm actually, probably coming there, but yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna definitely take some time to come. And so yeah, let's do some boarding here. Okay, plane. There we go. Okay, so we want something around 320 kilos here. Okay, 320, even a little bit less if it's possible. Okay, 313, that's fine. 18 kilos here. Fuel should be fine already. No, it's not. 500 kilos of fuel. Okay. And load immediately. Okay, 2.4 tons. 2.4 tons. Okay, we are basically sync with SimBrief, just 10 kilos of difference. That's really great considering that we are doing it manually. Unfortunately, we don't have a automatic loading system in this kind of plane still. I don't know if we will never have one actually. Okay, door is closed. Parking brake should be set and set. Let's go. Battery 1 and 2. Generator on. Nav light is automatic. Master oxygen on. And we are gonna start up immediately. We don't have ground power unit. So let's start the engine. Okay, run. Wait, strobe lights on and start. I remind you, this is really a good plane, good sound. Flight model is okay. I really suggest it to fly. I know it's slow. I know many people doesn't like this type of plane here, but this is a really nice one, actually. Oops. Look at this. Really beautiful in real life, really beautiful into the sim. Okay. So we have to initialize some stuff here. Okay. Wow, that's exactly the fuel I have in my flight plan actually. That's very interesting. Okay, this is so annoying every time. I really hate this stuff here. But let's go like this. Basically, you can just enter like at 0 fuel weight, but you have to import manually all the passenger. I'm gonna do it, of course. I guess he's also loading the plane behind. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So I don't know actually which one is the reference. Should be the EFB, but that's kind of weird. I'm gonna set. We're gonna adjust later in case. Okay, 18. So, okay, approve this. Wait a sec. Why is not confirming? Oh, wait a sec. No. What? Okay, fuel and reserves. Fuel on board. That's quite strange, to be honest. Okay, reserves is wait a sec. Here. Where is? Wait, I lost the. Okay, reserves is 165 actually. 165. Yeah, but I don't know why it's not showing me. Okay, this and confirm, but it's not working. Wow. Wait a sec. Sim brief. I don't think that's gonna help at all. Well, let's try to import the flight plan at least. Yeah, that's super weird to be honest. Last time it wasn't like that. Okay, we're trying to get our flight plan here. You can import from. Okay, there we have it. Import. So that's gonna work correctly. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's fine. No, come back here. Initialization. So this is fine, but this is not working for some reason. No. I have no idea why. Confirm. Wait a sec. Yeah, that was me maybe. Okay, this is fine. But is it? Oh, Yeah, I want to like a recap. I want to see how much we are weighing, considering the. I'm gonna accept, but yeah, I'm not sure that this stuff is okay. I would like to see what would we have checklists here. But I don't think these checklists are normal procedure. Yeah. Yeah, you can't use checklists because this is not working. So yeah, this is a bug. You should be able to navigate checklists with this knob here and confirm. But yeah, nothing is working here. I don't know why. In the 2020 version, which was a payware, of course, but yeah, it was working okay. So I don't know. Procedure is correct, almost. Yeah, I wanted to see like a recap. I mean, how much is our our total weight, for example? But yeah, apparently maybe here. Yeah, weight and balance. But yeah, it's not showing me that. What's this, by the way? No. Perhaps here. Perhaps here. No. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spend much time on this stuff here. Okay. So, let's check the procedure. Let me link my iPad. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a little bit. Of course, there are some bugs by showing this. No doubt about that. It's still not as many planes we have in 2024. The 2020 version is better. I know it's quite strange to say, but it's like that. I mean, it's just like that. Okay, iPad. This is fine. I really like it. Of course, the flight model is better than 2020, but yeah, overall the system are worst. I mean, something is missing, let's say. Okay, by the way, interesting procedure now. And as you can see, we're gonna take off runway 34. Look at this procedure here. So we have some constraint. Of course, we are not gonna have any problem staying below this speed. We're gonna climb lower than that. Slower than that, actually. We have to do like this turn here. Pretty interesting. And so yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna spend too much time here. And we can go direct if we are quite good. So I don't know if it's like border reason, because we are quite close to the border, I guess. Yeah, not that much. That's an interesting procedure. Do we have mountains? No. Wow, that's quite curious. But anyway, so procedure should be set. Yeah, that's the null of 1 November departure runway 34, and it's correct. Okay. Let me do a briefing of taxi. We are about to go. So we have to take off runway 34. Okay, where it's gonna be Bravo 1. Wow. That's a weird way of indicating. Ah, wow. Technically, this taxiway is not available. Yeah. That's very interesting. Is it present? Okay, yeah, we have to backtrack. Nice. So we're gonna have to get at Alpha 3 and backtrack all the way down runway 34. That's very interesting. There is no traffic around here, of course, as you can see here. No arrival expected, so we can backtrack, basically. Checklist. Okay. So we have a startup transponder is already on. Code is wrong. 2000 here. Okay. Engine is on. Fresh air. Before taxi. Altimeter is 1016. Alright. This is fine. Autopilot is set fine for now. Initial climb. Yeah. Initial climb is 10,000 feet. Wow, that's quite a lot. Okay, 10,000 feet set. Okay. Departure briefing, we've done it. Trim. Okay, let's go. Trim up 3 degrees. All right. Flaps set. I like that the sound of flaps. I mean, there is no sound basically, but at least it's different from the full plane. Probit on. Toggle button press. So toggle button last time. Oh, oops. No, I touched the sim. So because this is auto throttle disconnect, as you can see here. So toggle button, I guess is basically impossible to see. I press something. Oh yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to press, to be honest. Yeah, I touched the trim, so let's put it back. +3. And fly director. So we're gonna take off nav, but it should be in the standby. I mean, okay, GPS in the standby, that's fine. Adding sync. So we're gonna take off. Wait, let me check the VNAV. VNAV should be always set up correctly. Yes, it is. So we're gonna take off, rotate, gear up, flaps up, and then we are gonna engage fly level change. We're gonna take off auto throttle off, reducing power a little bit, and then we're gonna engage auto throttle, reaching 165 and start climbing. Okay, we have to climb fly level 280. For me, it's way too much higher than what we need, but whatever. Okay, traffic here maybe. And all right, let's go. So we don't have taxi light. I'm gonna turn on landing lights immediately. Brake release. So we have to backtrack everything because, I mean, all the runway, because basically that taxiway is closed. according to the charts. Yeah, so okay, sound is not that low for you, so let me increase here. V pilot volume, okay, it's fine like this. So after we go to Pula, I want to go to Milan with this plane. Next flight, of course. Okay. Strobe lights, landing lights already on. So we are gonna enter runway and backtrack all the way down. Wow, a lot of wind. Yeah, 10 knots actually. What it does? I guess a little bit bugged. Okay, already on everything. Transponder is on. Strobes and landing lights on. Let's go. Entering runway here. I mean, usually when you backtrack a runway, especially with a small plane, you stay in one side of it. I don't remember if you have to stay to the right side or left side. But okay, let's stay left side. And let's go. Yeah, you never know. Okay. I'm curious about our FMC, how it's gonna deal with this complex procedure, because that turn is not even showing here, as you can see there. I'm really curious. Okay, line up, transponder, strobes, landing lights. Okay, all done. Oops, we're taxiing really fast. I mean, we are in a runway, so it's not a bad idea to taxi fast. Maybe not that fast. So rotation 85 knots. Wow, look at the wow, engage GPS now. That's weird, to be honest. We're gonna press toggle again. Okay. Well, we are half of the runway still. I mean, of course, we don't need all the runway, but let's taxi anyway. So external view of this plane. And maybe we should stay at least inside the runway. I really like this plane, I mean, that's so beautiful. Let me see something. So landing lights off. Do we have automatic lights? No. Everything is switching off. Okay, landing lights on. I thought it was like the Honda Jet where you have basically automatic lights. But yeah, this is not the case. Okay, we're almost there. This is quite an interesting airport, to be honest. So yeah, there is a taxiway apparently, but I don't know why it's closed. But it's really close because in the chart it's closed, so it's not something temporary. Okay, let's line up. All right. Okay, I want to press toggle again. That's so hard to press. Okay. Okay, it's not working. Let me press again. Basically, probably I disengaged Toga now. Okay, Toga set. Nav armed. No, I'm switching to GPS. No, I don't want that. I just want to take off with Toga. So let's just go Toga. Okay. I have to press twice. Okay. Toga. And alright, let's go. Let me see if there is control. No control. Okay, let's go. What's that? Brake release. Toga. And rotate. There's wind. Ooh. Okay. Trim up a little bit. Wow, that's a beautiful area. Toga set. No more runway. Gear up. Your damper is automatic. Gear scan is up. Speed check, flaps up. Okay, flaps up. Look at the lake to our right. Wow. Okay. Nav and flight level change. Alright, let's follow the flight director. And okay, let's trim the plane. Autopilot on. Autopilot is on and auto throttle on. And we are flying. Heading to Pula, Croatia. Wow, I love to do this type of aviation. Who is writing like this? VATSIM. Wow, I love this type of aviation. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I mean, I love the Vision Jet. What an incredible plane. Okay, yeah, the procedure is fine actually. Of course, we're not gonna do it. That's quite obvious. But yeah, we're already over 3,000 feet, so let's start to having some direct here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. This, I mean, this is quite a weird procedure. Oh my god, this guy's so annoying. I mean, check your mic. You have a V-Pilot option to check it. I remind you, we are in Hungary. We are going to Croatia. We just took off. We are flying the beautiful Vision Jet. It's gonna be not that long as a flight. Let's start climbing 180. Okay, we are already over there, so we can go direct to Sierra Mike 303 now. Let's go. Yeah, that's a weird procedure. Very weird procedure. And this is the airport where we took off. And look at the lake now appearing to our left. There you have it. Wow. These two guys are making me really... Now they're gonna start insulting them, I'm quite sure. So, do we have a direct... Yeah, we can go direct to Dimlo at some point. To the border of Hungary. Okay. So we have to climb 10,000, then I'm gonna go direct to Nalox. Wow, we slow down for some reason. Sync the heading. Okay, landing light can go off. Oops, not strobe lights. Everything else looks pretty fine to me. Yeah. I really love the visual. I love that a tiny plane like this can fly almost to a liner cruise altitude. Way slower, of course, but yeah, this is an incredible plane, incredible project. I really like it. Reminds me, of course, TBM, that kind of plane, but this is even more interesting. I mean, of course, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, TBM is an incredible plane. The big difference between this one and a TBM is the landing and takeoff capability, of course, and the fact that it can land in grass and sand and basically wherever you want to land a TBM, you can. This one, yeah, not really. Okay, let's go direct immediately to Nalox. Okay. Enjoy the turn. That's heading toward Croatia now. Yeah, we can go direct to Dimlo maybe. Yeah, direct Milo. Dimlo, I mean, doesn't make any sense to wait. Okay, standard pressure. Let's continue climb. We have to climb flight level 280. As I already told you, I think it's way too much, flight level 280, but also because this plane, you know that you used to accelerate with this plane when you are at cruise altitude. So yeah, spending so much time just to get so high doesn't make too much sense in my opinion. We're gonna continue climb a little bit. Probably we have to stop before. Okay, let's climb flight level 220 now. But that looks way too much higher, especially for a plane that it's quite slow to in climbing performance. Let me do a sound check. Okay. So we will see. I'm not sure we're gonna get flight level 280. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I remind you we're flying the Vision Jet. This is a default plane. I'm quite sure it's default from standard edition. Basically, anyone that by 2024 have this plane included. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I should check maybe. But yeah. It's one of the options that you can get, and it's a really cool plane, really cool plane. Maybe the only problem is the avionics, because yeah, for what I heard, the G3000 in real life is way more complex, way more option. This is like a really basic version. This one and also the one in the TBM, the one in the Longitude. Let's say the MSFS G3000 is very basic, as it is the G1000, but yeah, it's quite good to go. To go from A to B in a very decent way. Honestly, I really enjoy the plane. So yeah, I really suggest you to give it a try, especially if you are a beginner, especially if you want to start flying. I mean, I know that people doesn't really start from small planes, but yeah. So if you're doing this thing properly and want to switch from a propeller plane to a jet, this is quite a cool one. The only big problem with this plane is that it's used really to float. So Yeah, don't challenge it with with very short run, unless you are very experienced, because yeah, the floating is quite interesting in this one. You will see. One thing they do in real life that I saw in a video is basically they remove flaps. So if the plane starts floating, they just select flap 0 to help the plane to basically touch down. Now that's a procedure that I saw. There is a famous YouTuber flying a Vision jet in real life that shown that. Okay. In the meantime, we are basically going already. No, we're gonna enter Slovenia actually. Okay, we can go direct to Tarza as soon as we enter Slovenia. Yeah, it's the same airspace. No, it's not the same airspace. But usually this is covered from the same. I don't know actually. There is like Adria Control is called. It covers most of the country at the same time. But yeah, I think we're gonna go direct anyway. So that's gonna happen in 2 minutes or 8 miles. Nautical miles, of course. So yeah, I'm moving this plane to Poland. Next flight we're gonna do with this will be Pola to Milano Linate. This is Milano Linate is the typical place for a plane like this. You know, very, very rich people. I don't know actually how many Vision Jet fly in Europe. But yeah, this is the perfect plane for me for a business person, like very entry-level business jet. But yeah, pretty cool one. For Europe is fine. I mean, it's quite a slow plane. But yeah, in Europe area, you can get basically, everywhere under 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Especially if you live in Central Europe. It's quite okay. I mean. And also rent it is, of course, it's way cheaper than a CJ4, than a CJ3, that kind of plane. And low. But of course, slower, way more efficient. You know, this would be for me the perfect plane for like a person that really like aviation, like a private that really like aviation and want to do some certification and then fly his own plane. This is like a machine plane. I mean, not a machine plane, but like the perfect example of flying car. Look at it. Yeah, of course, here there is the yoke. Yeah, this is simulated actually. But it should be fine like this. So everything is simulated, also the cabin temperature. Look at there. So if you go here, and the aircraft system environment pressure, yeah, as you can see, 24 degrees. If you start moving this, gonna cool down the cabin. Wow, look at this, fan activate. And now the cabin temperature is gonna start, yeah, as you can see, start dropping. But yeah, we don't want it to drop. But that's a nice touch. I love this kind of thing. It's really, really cool when this stuff is simulated. And as you can see now, fans shut off because we are already at that temperature. If you start lowering, yeah, as you can see at some point, fan are gonna, look at also the bleed temperature changing. Okay, now it's changing because it's increasing temperature, 36 degrees. And soon it's gonna match. I guess it's gonna drop. Yeah, 35. Let's see how it does. And then we have to go direct. Should be around 24. The setting that I will monitor this. Looks quite high. Bleed temperature 34. Okay, let's continue climb. Okay, I'm gonna set up 280, even though I don't think we're gonna get there, but we'll see. 33, yeah, now it's lowering the bleed temperature. And yeah, we can go direct to Darza, which is on the border of between Slovenia and Croatia. Okay. Well, we have a nice headwind. Okay, 24 degrees. Let's, maybe, yeah, it's needed to maintain this temperature, of course. Because outside we are minus 18 degrees. So yeah. But that's cool. I mean, you have the fog. All this stuff is simulated. That's really, really cool one. Look at this fan. Below the engine. Okay. Let me set. And all, I mean, there are many other systems that you can check. This one here, this is oxygen. This should be anti-ice fluid, I guess. And then you have fuel. Yeah, this is the fuel temperature. Electrical pump off. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Electrical, all the electrical. Battery 1, battery 2. Ice protection. Okay. Pitot 8 is on. This is the angle of attack heater. Basically, yeah. The angle of attack sensor is what tell you if you are stalling or not. I mean, it tell you your angle of attack, of course, which also is related to stall. Landing gear. Okay, that's pretty basic. And landing elevation. Okay, no, this is not an option to show. Okay, let's go back to traffic. Do we have weather radar here? Yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't know, but looks like. I think it's the basic version of weather radar. But I'm gonna keep traffic. Yeah. Okay. So we are. Okay, we switched to max speed now. We're going direct to Darza and entering Croatia. And okay, let's keep it like this for now. This is the coastline already, probably. No, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, again, since we have a flight level so high for cruise. Okay, top of descent is already there, by the way. Now we are gonna spend some time climbing here, and as I told you before, this is a plane that actually accelerates after finishing the climb. Okay, it's gonna take 4 minutes still, but so not too much. But yeah. So you're gonna gain a lot of speed after finishing your climb, basically. In the meantime, we can already check procedure probably. So we're gonna. Okay. Yeah. This is a SF, no flight plan. Okay. Yeah, we can check procedure already. So it's not showing me the chart for some reason, but let's find it. So it's the Coolen to Zulu arrival. Okay, it's here. No, this is the two Coolen. Wait, this is the 2 X-ray to Yankee. Okay, it's for the other runway. Oh, it should be this one, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one here. Coolen to Zulu, yeah. Okay, let's pin this. So we're gonna have to be below flight level, I mean between flight level 110 and 9,000 feet at Papa Lima 604 to reach Crest VOR above 4,000 feet. And from there, okay, we have ILS. Yeah, ILS Zulu, pretty basic. Interception 2,800. Minima is 505 barometric. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go. This is a cool approach, by the way. We're gonna overfly all this area in North Croatia, Also some, it's a little bit hilly. Yeah, of course, there's always Navigraph. It's horrible to show that, but as you can see here on Sky Vector, yeah, we have this elevation, some mountains here. This is a cool area as well, and we're gonna overfly like this island and stuff. Yeah, Pole approach running 27 is a cool airport to go. So we are still missing basically 2,500 feet. And then we are done with the climb. Let's check the procedure. Should be fine here. Yeah, that's correct. It's Kulen to Zulu. Approach is gonna be ILS Zulu. Transition crest and minimum barometric minima. And we can select 505 feet. Load. Okay. Alright. So we are all set up for arrival and landing. What's happening here? Yeah, this is classical Innsbruck problem that people are using wrong runways. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's an arrival. Let's see what's happening in Innsbruck. No, it's a departure. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, it's a departure. So yeah, basically it's good behavior to use the active runway when you're flying VATSIM, in my opinion. It's not mandatory, but especially if there is a lot of traffic, it's way easier for everyone, especially in an airport like Innsbruck that has just one runway. So there is quite annoying using different one. Wow, we are okay. 1,000 to go. Okay, now we're gonna. I mean, not now, but in 1,000 feet we're gonna start accelerating quite a lot. Finally, our ground speed now is 197 knots. We are very slow considering that we are at 27,000 feet. This guy. Yeah. I totally agree with the British Airways. Even if I'm not involved. Oh, I disconnect. Oh wow, they did the auto throttle disconnect if you move the wait. If you move the throttle, it disconnects automatically. Okay, back on. Oh my god, guys. This is the problem of Unicom. Okay. Level off. So now we are at 200 ground speed. We are gonna accelerate. We are Mach 0.38 now, and we have to reach Mach 0.5 true. So it's a big difference in ground speed actually. Even though, yeah, we have to descend pretty soon. Maybe yeah, we have, I mean, pretty soon, in 40 miles, which is not that soon. But yeah. Let's give an external view of the tiny Vision Jet, 28,000 feet for this plane today. Look how tiny it is. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful plane. Yeah, a little bit foggy. Not foggy, a little bit cloudy. Let me see the meter in Pula. It's kind of okay. So we should have no visibility problem at all. There is a storm moving there. Okay. Yeah, it's still very far. There we are. Oh, we are over. Yeah, of course. As we set up a direct here. We are basically over Croatia now. There is a plane that just flew above us. So this below here is Croatia. So today we have a very long runway for a Vision jet. It's a 3,000 meter runway. I want to see about the floating. So we're gonna float, that's for sure. We're gonna float. I want to see, I don't know if, yeah, I want to try to select flaps up when we start floating to see the improvement. I would like to bring this plane in a, of course, shorter runway airports, but yeah, there is quite a lot of floating problem. Also, the engine is above the wing. So as all the planes that have this characteristic here, when you reduce power, the plane is gonna pitch up, and when you increase power, the plane is gonna pitch down. So completely the opposite of what you are used to. This is the same thing for the CJ4, same thing for the Longitude, same thing for the CRJ. So yeah, that's quite an interesting behavior. So of course, if you're used to flare, I'm used to flare, it's quite obvious. But yeah, you're gonna basically have a kind of an auto flare system, so you don't really need to flare too much in this plane here. And I see some water appearing. Yeah, that's already the, it's not the Adriatic Sea because it's like a gulf. Yeah, it's Rijeka Gulf. Yeah, then Kulen, but Kulen is the beginning of our procedure. Well, we can go direct Papa Lima 604 when we reach the next waypoint. What's happening here in the chat today? Okay. Yeah, because 08 I guess is the runway that have the circle to land. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, a lot of cloud actually. Yeah, we're quite, we're still far, of course. Still accelerating to cruise speed. As you can see, we already gained like 70 knots of ground speed. And we are not even there. So according to here, in 9 minutes, we have to start descent. I guess when we reach the top of descent, I'm gonna go direct Kulen. And then we can do the procedure normally. Yeah, that makes sense. If we have no controller. This is Padua control. Oh wow, dash 8. Okay, this is us. We are half of the way, but yeah, now we accelerate. So took forever to get here, but now it's gonna be way faster. There's a plane behind us. Let's see if we're able to spot it. We have contrail now, but still pretty hard to, maybe it's very close. I don't know. No. It's not the contrail that we have with the FSLTL, of course. Do we have any traffic going to Pola? No. There is a dash. Wow, a lot of dash 8 around. Let me check a little bit if everyone has a flight plan file, because you never know. ATR. That's an interesting variability of planes around. Yeah, unfortunately, Dash 8 is not present in 2024, and not even ATR. Yeah, not even ATR. Still, that's incredible. I mean, I have the aviation version for the ATR, and they give me the ATR for 2020. Yeah, almost. I mean, in 2 months is a year, and it's a year without. And I mean, now I guess there are a little bit of planes of aviation version, but ATR is still missing. That's incredible. I mean, incredible. And other people really like ATR, but I really like it. It's a very cool plane. It would be great to fly it in 2024. I don't want to go to 2020 to fly a plane that I should have in 2024. But anyway, I see coastline right there. We are approaching Istria. Yeah. And we should be quite close to top of the sun. Yeah, 20 miles from top of the sun. Again, at top of the sun, we're gonna go direct to Kulen and probably start descending. We have a constraint at Papa Lima 604 below flight level 110. So yeah. As you can see, slow plane. I mean, ground speed 285. Now we are in cruise speed. We gain basically 100 knots between climb and cruise. But yeah, it's still a slow plane. We have 25 knots of headwind actually. It's really cool. I mean, it's really. Ooh, what's that? It's just a river. Okay. Ooh, I should have removed that. Maybe also this one. Yeah, I always forget that in Division Jet you have some inside stuff to. Oh wow, this is actually working. That's very interesting. Stow display for ground operation, takeoff and landing. So, wow, there is a display here. Wow, this is not simulated, but yeah, there is a display here. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. Again, if you have any question, why we are doing that? Okay, no problem. Any curiosity about the flight, about the plane, you can definitely ask. Really happy to answer. About the same as well. Oh yeah, we're getting quite close. Yeah, top of the sand is probably less than 50 miles now. Yeah, before I'm gonna get the direct. Yeah, probably should we could already go direct there. Yeah, let's go. Direct Kulen. Wait a sec. Kulen, direct. Activate. Yeah, we should start descending immediately. Okay, let's go. Initial descent, flight level 200, it's fine. And we are gonna use vertical speed. I want to see in the VNAV setup. Okay, 250. Okay, that's fine. Vertical speed going down 1000 feet per minute initially. Oh well, vertical track is already there. Okay, auto throttle should reduce power now. Yeah, the incredible stuff here is that this tiny plane have auto throttle. I mean, CJ4 doesn't have auto throttle. And many business jet doesn't have it, and this one it does. Also on the jet, I guess on the jet there are some version with auto throttle and some other without auto throttle. But wow, that's so cool to have it here. Yeah, of course it's extremely helpful on the auto throttle. Extremely helpful. Okay. Let's see Innsbruck how they are doing. Okay, there is this traffic here. It's not doing the circle to land. Okay, change procedure. Because yeah, circle to land in Innsbruck is not like mandatory in runway 08. There are other procedures you can do. I guess there is an air nav. Yeah, I guess there is an air nav runway 08, even if you're coming from the east. But yeah, I don't know in real life honestly I don't know if they still do the circle to land. Wow. This is a cool area. I like the clouds as well. Let's see the storm how it's doing. Okay, yeah. I don't even think that is coming here. Probably it's going this direction, north, east. Okay, we're a little bit above the vertical path. Let's increase our rate of descent. Wow, we're descending already quite fast. Okay, 1,800. And it's fine. Let's give a check to the speed box. All on. Okay, so we're gonna approach around, yeah, probably 95 knots, something like that. And I want to check the frequency. It's auto-tuned 111.5. Let's confirm it. 111.5 is confirmed and correct. And okay. Keep descending. Yeah, I see some terrain here. I mean, it's not that high, of course. It's this stuff here. Yeah, it's gonna get not quite scary, I mean. Definitely more interesting when we get there. We could go direct to Papa Lima 604, but yeah, I mean, it's not gonna make a big difference. Let's stay on the procedure. Look at this river here. After landing, we are gonna clear the runway to the right. This is us. No arrival to Pola. It's only us. It's just us, no, it's only us. Oh my god. And okay, everything looks fine to me. Okay, let me see flaps extraction, I don't remember. So it's 190 knots. 50%, 150 flaps full. Again, this is a plane that used to float. And I want to try to retract flaps during basically the flare, the touchdown phase. Look at this small village in Croatia. Also the visibility, I mean the Vision Jet, look at this. There's no planes, I guess, that, I mean probably there are, but it's so rare to have this kind of visibility. And also look, there's a passenger, look at these windows, I mean. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's so big, extremely big. Okay, we can descend 9,000. Let's go. 9,000 set. Do we have any speed constraint? Yeah, 250, but we are not gonna fly faster than 250. Okay, I'm gonna set up, no, I'm gonna wait for it. I want to set up the, now as you can see here, the auto throttle speed reference is it's basically set up with the FMS. That means that it's gonna follow the VNAV setting that you have here. So basically flight plan page, VNAV, and here you're gonna have some speed that you can modify. You can pilot define climb, so you can modify those speed. And if FMS is selected here, the plane is gonna follow it. Otherwise you can switch to manual, and in that case of course you're gonna input manually the speed that you want. Yeah, pretty simple. The only problem is that you have to change speed with this knob here, which is probably very, very, very comfortable for flying it real life, but yeah, in the sim you have to change view. It's not the best at all. Okay. We are almost flying over Kulen. Keep descending. We are on the vertical path. We can even reduce a little bit our descending rate. Probably 1600 feet per minute is fine. There we have Istria. These are some island between, let's say, it's not because Istria is continental as well, but it's like a peninsular area. Let's say continental Croatia and Istria. And here comes the turn. Let's enjoy the turn from a passenger point of view. Maybe this point of view. Look at those windows, I mean. That's really cool, I mean. That's quite exclusive. And one problem of the Vision Jets, of course, is that it doesn't have toilet. Not even emergency toilet like it does, for example, the PC-12. Here, you can use a bottle if you want. Okay, manual speed. 250. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite hard to set up. 250 set. Okay. Keep descending. Yeah, don't mind the overspeed. It's fine. Oh, they finally come down, Innsbruck. Yeah, everyone is leaving Innsbruck. Oh wow, this is a super short flight. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, look at this mountain here. All the way down. Yeah, that's quite an interesting slope, by the way. All the way down to coastline. Look at this one. Wow. Wow, that's really, I mean, this quite a lot of elevation. Oh yeah. Okay, over here is 1,500 feet. So basically this slope is 500 meters. Yeah, that's a very interesting slope. I didn't know that. Well, you discover. I mean, I live like not close, and I wouldn't say close, but yeah, not that far. That's definitely an interesting slope. Look at that. How we are doing here? Vertical path is okay. Yeah, we are fine. After Papa Lima 604, we can descend 4,000 feet. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting slope. Look at this stuff here. Wow. That's quite scary. How do you visit this? This is Cress Island, I guess. Or not. Maybe not. It's even an island. Is this stuff here? It's Kirk. No, Cress is this one. Okay. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. 500 feet. Sorry, 500 meters, this stuff here. I didn't know. I didn't know the existence of that. This existence. Okay, we're almost at Papa Lima. In my opinion, we are a bit high. I don't know. Okay, it's gonna take 1 minute still. Yeah, we're gonna be below the constraint, of course. But yeah. Minima is set. Yeah. Heading is okay. Sync mode. So we do have auto sync. That's a cool function. You don't have to stay there switching heading every time. Here comes the turn. Basically, now we are in a very long final already. For runway 27 in Pola. Yeah, wow. I mean, Kirk here is a really hilly island. So this is an island you can just go by car. I don't know if you're if you live around here, but yeah, you can go by car in this island. There is a bridge. And yeah, apparently this area here is quite flat, but this one, Wow, that's very rocky. Look at this shape. Very interesting. Oh yeah, very interesting. Okay, we can descend 4,000 by the way. Oops, not 2,000, not 4,000. 4,000 set. Okay, 4,000 set. Yeah, that's a very interesting shape. Now we have the wing. Okay, here maybe. Oh yeah. Very interesting. I didn't know. I'm so ignorant. I didn't know that. Okay, QNH 1015. Let's set up on the standby. We have to switch. Okay, 1015 set. Okay, 1500 on the vertical path. Sorry, on the vertical speed. And this is Kres. This is another Croatian island. Here you cannot go by car. You have to take a ferry at least. Yeah. As here you have the bridge that connect Kirk to continental Croatia. Oh, look at this bridge. No. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this you have to take a ferry here. Interesting. Okay. So we are again in a very long final. This is Istria. This is not an island. This is continental Croatia. Not this, but the one after. Keep descending. We are still zoom in. Not this, but this. Zoom in. Okay, we already zoomed in. Yeah, we are 25 miles from the airport. We should be able to have the ILS signal soon. So I'm gonna switch to heading mode. Okay, 163. Let's keep this heading. And nav source localizer. We are not receiving it still. Descent 4,000. After Crest VOR we can descend 2,000. Actually, after Papa Lima after Crest we can descend 3,300. After Papa Lima 401 we can descend 2,800. Okay, we are receiving now the ILS and we are below the glide slope. So in this case, nav, that means that we are intercepting the localizer and we are gonna level off at 4,000. Doesn't make any sense to go lower than this because we are already below the glide slope. So yeah, there is no need. Gear down view. Okay, and the go around altitude is just 2,300. Wow, that's interesting. DME. How do I set up DME here? I guess it's here. Nope. PFT setting. There is the DME, but yeah, I guess in Pola, at least in the sim, you don't have the DME info. So it's just an ILS. 1,000 to go. And vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. So yeah, we don't have DME basically. But now we are 15 miles from the airport. I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit. Just 240 knots. I see the runway. It's right there. Let's check here the traffic. Nobody around. Okay. Is my course? Yeah, November 2840 Foxtrot. Okay, level off. Okay. I guess gear down speed is 15. I mean, it's 200 knots. Yeah, 210 knots. Okay, let's slow down then. 200 knots. Approach armed. Yeah, I don't want to lower the gear after. I mean, I'm gonna lower after the glider of interception, but not too after, let's say. Glider capture. Again, approach speed is gonna be around 94, 95 knots. And speed check. Well, landing lights on, first of all. Speed check. Gear down. Okay. Alright. Gear is down. Let's give a check here. Wow. It's definitely an interesting area. Yeah. Polar runway 27 is really cool. I mean, way cooler than runway 09er. Let's see this side as well. Okay, definitely less interesting. Some island there. Okay. We are full established. No traffic. Okay. And we are okay, around 7 miles. In that case, speed 180 knots. And start dropping flaps. So below 190 knots we can drop flaps 50%. Okay, speed check. Flaps 1. Flap 15 actually. Sorry, flaps 50. Okay. And now 140 knots. To drop flaps full. There is a hill before the. Yeah. And it's not a hill, but yeah, there is a bit of elevation before the airport. Or maybe it's just trees. Loading, yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. We have plenty of runway, we can float whatever we want, we will float. Speed check, flaps full. Okay. Flaps full set, wow. And wow, look at the drop of the speed. Okay, there is no need to accelerate. 120 knots now. Let's start slowing down quite a lot. Wow, we have 4 white, even if we aren't right on the glide slope. Okay, let's go. Now approach speed 95 knots. Check. Alright, autopilot off, auto throttle off. Ooh. That was wind. Minimums. Continue. Wow, very windy. Oh my god. Touchdown. Flaps up immediately. Manual braking. Oh wow. I had a couple of wind push, really strong wind push. Wow. That was cool. I mean, more or less. Okay, we have to turn right here. That was quite, I mean, in real life would be very scary. But yeah, we were still quite far from the runway. Yeah. I guess some planes are getting, I mean, like, are facing turbulence differently. Yeah, of course, this is a small plane, but yeah, also with some other. I received some big push. So in the near future, I want to fly also this Zero SR70. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. The propeller Cirrus. Okay. Because that one is a really cool, good one. It's a default. I mean, it's default, but it's just for premium deluxe. It's a really cool one as well. How was the touchdown? Okay, that's fine. That's definitely fine. Okay, let's park here somewhere. Checklist. After landing, flaps is up, transponder stays on for now. Ice protection is off. Come on. But again, still, very cool plane. Very cool plane, I really like it. I'm really satisfied when I finish a flight with this small and tiny jet here. That was, well, maybe there we have some GA area. Yeah, I have to remember when I spawn on next time. For today, let's just park here. It's really satisfying finishing a flight with it. That means that you really like a plane when it's like that. The only problem is really slow. I mean, you need quite a lot of power to taxi on ground. Okay, parking brake set. Transponder off. Okay, landing lights off. Already, no, they're not off. Landing lights off. Parking brakes is set. Power is idle. Power off. No, wait a sec. Probe off. Fresh air off. Master oxygen off. Engine stop. Okay. Strobe lights off. Gen 1 and 2 off, and battery off. Let's go outside. Oh, I love the sound of the engine shutting off. Sometimes the shut off engine sound is really bad, but in this plane it's also well done. I mean, sound wise it's very cool. So this is it. I mean, classical Vision jet. I really like the plane. I really suggest you to give it a try, to fly in some, I don't know, some exotic airport. Today we land in Pula, which is not that exotic. I mean, it's not that common, but we took off from Hungary. Yeah, that airport was quite exotic instead. So okay, so this is it. Really cool. I mean, I have nothing to complain. It works fine. Some bug, I mean, some limitation, at least in the FMC, but overall, let's say for a VATSIM experience, is very good. I mean, you have go around, you have everything you need to go on VATSIM very, very safely. So, okay, this is it. I wish you a nice evening, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.